here to do my slightly late September TBR. September has already started, as you are probably able to see when this goes up. I just got out of my filming routine, and so trying to get back in and pre-film some of my stuff has just been really rough. But I'm just gonna jump right into my TBR for September. So I'm gonna start with a book that I am in the middle of, actually. That is Semiosis by Sue Burke. This was in my August TBR as well, and as you can see, I did actually start it, I just wasn't able to finish it in time. This is kind of, it was described to me as a first contact with aliens, but with a twist. I really enjoy first contact with aliens, so I was really excited about it. Then I found out it was kind of told in single perspective kind of logs, which was cool, but I'm struggling with it a little bit. It's not quite what I was anticipating, but I'm hoping that the kind of back 2/3 of the book will turn the story around for me. Next is a book from my library. This is Velvet Was the Night. I don't actually remember that much about it, but it's by Silvia Moreno Garcia, and I've read 2 of her books, and I've enjoyed them both enough that I think picking up a 3rd was going to be worth it. Next are 2 more leftovers from my August TBR. They are the 2 manga, volumes 7 and 8 for One Punch Man. My husband got them for my birthday at the end of July, and I just haven't gotten to picking them up, even though I know they're both about an hour read. What I think nobody comes here before, but I announced every month anyways, is my book of the month for my in-depth review. For September, we're doing The Three-Body Problem by Sixin Liu, and it's translated by Ken Liu. I know some people are not wanting to support this author, and because of the comments they've made about the concentration camps in China, I'm going ahead with it anyways, which isn't awesome of me, but I'm gonna give it a shot. I mean, worst comes to worst, I DNF it and then find something else. And then the last 4 books I have planned here for September are books that are going to be in my reading challenge for this month. This month's theme is reading book 2. So I have the second installation in 4 different series. They're all reasonably lengthed, like around the 300-page mark. So they're not super big. I should be able to get through a couple of them in a day if I really sit down and focus. And they are Lost in a Good Book by Jasper Ford. This is the second book in the Thursday Next series. I read the first one for a in-depth review, which I'll include a link below. And that was a couple years ago. I really enjoyed it. It was really quirky and fun and dealt with literature in an interesting way in their world. So I'm excited to see what the second one has in store. Next is Lavondis by Robert Holdstock. Again, I'll include a link below. This was a book of the month, like virtual book club review that I did a few years ago. At the time, I hadn't really intended to pick the second book up. However, a commenter who had studied the series during an English degree actually kind of convinced me to pick it up, saying it was an interesting build on what the first story had. So I'm gonna see where I go here. Again, if I'm not enjoying it, I'll probably just dump it and DNF it. Next is one that probably the only one I'm really excited for, and that's Obelisk Gate by N.K. Jemisin. I read the first book, really loved it. I tried this book as a audiobook and hated it, but I found this at one of my local used bookstores and picked it up. And I'm hoping that physically reading it will be a better option for me because I was really struggling with the audiobook. And then finally is The Memory of Fire. This is the second book in The Waking Land. I think it's a trilogy by Callie Bates. The first one was okay. It wasn't amazing, but it was like interesting enough in terms of the world that that I want to see what happens. I didn't care for the main character in the original book, but this is from a perspective of one of the side characters in that first book, and I'm hoping it'll be a more interesting read. So that's all I have planned for my physical reads this month. There's a lot that I'm hoping to get on audiobook and get through, and we'll see how much of that comes through, and I will likely talk about some of those in my upcoming videos. So I will leave you here. Hope you guys have a good September reading month and hope August was good for you as well. Comment below to tell me which book of yours that you're excited to pick up this month, and we'll have a conversation there.